Hey guys, Oscar here for Not a Grouch. One more video for today. Thanks for watching, by the way. I appreciate it. If you will go to YouTube and like this video and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. But I want to share with you a couple of other newbie mistakes. In the previous video, I mentioned that you should not have contextual ads on your blog. And most people think, well, why? That is the easiest way to make money with your content, but it's actually not, because you're not going to get paid any money for that. If you were to get, 250,000 views a month or higher, then you may get some significant revenue from ads. But before you get to that point, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. So I want to share with you some of the newbie mistakes that people make, and then hopefully you don't make those same mistakes. First is, like I mentioned in the previous video, placing contextual ads on your blog. Don't do it. I explain it. Go watch the video if you need more explanation. Number two is not starting your email list right away. A lot of people want to wait until they have a certain amount of visitors to put an email list sign-up form on their website. That is a huge mistake, because a lot of people will never come back to your website after the first visit. That's just a known fact. Somewhere between 60 to 90% of the people will come visit your site once, leave, and forget about you. That's just how the internet works. It's a crowded space, and although people may find your content through search engines or because somebody shared it on Facebook or Twitter, it's very, very hard for them to remember you if you don't give them a way to stay in touch. So with an email list, you will be able to reach those customers again and be able to invite them to your blog. So your retention rate becomes much better if you have an email list subscription. Another mistake people make is trying to talk about too many topics at once. People will start a blog and maybe they want to do it about, say, education, parenting and homeschooling, for example. And they write about it, they're really, really doing great. They have 10 articles, and then they decide, you know what, I'm also gonna write some recipes in here. And then they write a couple of recipes, and then they say, oh, well, you know what, I'm also gonna write about traveling. And before you know it, the blog has no direction, no focus, a lot of different topics, and the readers get annoyed with that. Also, it is harder for the search engines to give you credit or trust if you talk about too many different topics, because you're covering a lot of topics at the surface level. The best thing you can do is focus on one topic and literally carpet bomb the topic with as many different posts related to the niche as you can. If after, let's say, 400 blog posts about homeschooling and parenting and education, you feel like, okay, you need to talk about it a little bit more, then maybe you can introduce some personal posts, but they have to be related to the niche that you started with. If you want to start a personal blog, that's perfectly fine too. The only issue is it may take you a very long time to make money with it. For me, I had a personal blog for about 6 years before I made any money with it, primarily because I didn't know you could make money with a blog. I didn't care about making money. Now that I know about making money online, I would certainly change my strategy if I was to do it all over again. And that's in fact why I have over 12 blogs in different niches, because I focus on one of those at a time, and the topics are very specific. Another newbie mistake is spending a lot of time in the wrong places. I set up blogs for people weekly. In fact, I do it for free if you just get the hosting that I recommend. But the next thing that people do is they start installing all kinds of plugins and themes, and they want to do this with a widget, and they want to have this whiz-bang feature over here, a slideshow feature over here. And before you know it, they've spent, $400 on plugins and services that they did not need. And it's been 2 weeks since they posted the last time to their blog. So avoid the shiny object syndrome. Once you have your blog, your only focus for the next couple of months is to write content. Your only thing should be write content, produce content. If you're going to do vlogs, video blogs, then do that. If you're going to be writing posts, then do that. Forget about how pretty it looks, whether you have the right plugin to do whatever. In fact, when I set up a free blog for you, I give you all the plugins you need and a recommendation of about 3 plugins that will make your life easier, and I consider it essential. But aside from that, you don't really need anything else. Your time, your money, and your effort should be spent on creating content and getting people to read it. Anything else is secondary to that. So those are, I believe, 4 tips for newbie bloggers. I hope that they've been helpful for you, and I hope that you find some value in this. Please like, comment, and share this video. And I welcome your questions. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Send me a private message on any of the networks that you can find me, on Twitter. Send me an email. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.